Hello, my friends, and welcome to another episode of Rural Contractors. I'm your host, Paul Osmondson, and today's topic is not controlled by money. How many people are controlled by money? That money makes the ultimate decision. And I'm not talking about going out and buying 3 Lamborghinis. The story that's coming to mind is talking about coffee pods. Coffee pods for the Keurig are expensive. Do we let money control the topic of this? Lindsay wants coffee pods because we want 1 cup of coffee in the morning. I get up earlier than Lindsay. I would get up and make a pot of coffee at 5:30 in the morning. By the time she rolls out of bed at 7, that coffee has cooked down and she would dump that pot out and create another one. In that, it was still cheaper to buy the grounds from the coffee and make that. But what did we really want? We wanted a fresh cup of coffee when we wanted it. And the convenience of the pods are fairly freaking convenient. You grab the pod, you throw it in, you click it, it's done in a minute. It's awesome. Great invention. Good job, Keurig. But how many times are we controlled by the price value and we don't actually get what we want? What we want is a fresh, convenient cup of coffee, but we're settling for the grounds that maybe don't taste as good because it's $3 cheaper, because it's $10 cheaper than the other one. What do we actually want? Another story that I'm thinking of is we were buying Raisin Bran, and you can buy the off-brand for $2 cheaper a box. And Lindsay just reminded me of this. It came to a point where I was like, this is nasty. I don't enjoy eating it. I am willing to pay the extra $2 for the actual Raisin brand because it's good and I will eat it instead of eating half a box and realizing, hey, I just want to dump this out because I'm not enjoying it. So are money making the decisions for us, or are we doing what we want? There's a level that we all have to live inside our means, but not wanting money to control our decisions. So it's very commonly believed that the love of money is the root of all evil. And I believe that. You shouldn't love money. What is money? Money is an idea. It's something that we use to transfer value. Do we want to eat the money? What do you want to do with the money? Like the love of it, there's nothing for it. How do we use money? It is an exchange of value. We need to do this. In the old days, if I was a trapper, I would have to trade my furs for somebody to buy flour. But if the guy at the store didn't want the flour, what am I going to do with my furs? I have to find somebody that wants to trade this for my furs for something that the guy that has the flour might want. When we created that currency, it allowed us to sell my furs to somebody that gave me money. I could go to the store and buy whatever I want. So money is the exchange of value. Going back to the love of money being the root of all evil. So a lot of times when we think about this, we think about the rich guy that's got tons of money. But I want to flip this to the poor people, the average people that let money control their everyday decisions over what they actually want because they don't have it. We're so afraid of making more money that we realize, hey, we get more control if we actually have it. And we don't love it. We use it to get the things that we need and to not be controlled by it. This is when it really clicked for me. I was listening to the book called Millionaire Success Habits. At the time, I am working on my truck because I need it the next day. It's midnight. I've been working on it since I got off work, and it's got to be ready to go by the next day. And it was talking about money. What's your most valuable asset? Time. So what did I really want? I wanted more time with my family. I didn't want to fix my truck. Why was I fixing my truck? Because I didn't have the money that it took to fix it. Because I didn't value somebody else working on my truck. That is a value, that is a service that somebody else can provide for me. But I valued my money over my time, which was not true. What did I actually want? I wanted my time. I didn't want the money. In order to get my time, I have to go out to the marketplace. I have to provide more value so that I can pay somebody else to fix my truck, so that I can buy a more reliable truck that doesn't need to be fixed. So what solves my problems? Money. I can solve these problems by doing what I'm really good at, focusing on what makes me the most amount of money in the least amount of time, so that I can pay people to do those things that I don't want to do. Or maybe I do enjoy doing these things, and then I do that in a time that works for me. In this realization, it was, I need to make more money with what I'm good at so that I can pay people to do the things that I don't want to do. This was a transformation that took time to go, hey, what do I want? But right away, you don't have both. I had to go, how do I make more money so that I can get my time back? This is a couple years down the road, and a lot of conversations that I have with people, money comes into the equation that it's this or this. And me coming to this mindset, I don't want to have to give up my coffee pods to save up over a long period of time for a vacation or a new pair of shoes. All of these things are less than a couple $1,000s. How do I make more money in the time that I have so that I can afford to buy the coffee pods? I can afford the new pair of shoes. I can afford the vacation with my family. That it's not this one or the other. And again, like I said in the beginning, it's not about buying 3 Lamborghinis. It's about being controlled by money and realizing the power that it has on you because you don't have it. So how do I get it? By doing what I'm already doing. Going after the clients that value me and are willing to pay me more. If they're willing to pay me more, am I stealing from them? No, I'm offering a service to them that they want. They want a new shed. They want a new roof. They don't want to spend the time to do it themselves. They value what I have to offer. They value what you have to offer because they want their time. They don't want to spend their time on their roof, on their bathroom remodel, on their deck. They're willing to exchange that value of dollars to you for the service for you to provide them a deck. To summarize this, I don't want to be controlled by money. I want to provide the value that I provide in exchange for dollars to have the experience in life with my family that I want to have. I don't want money to drive all of my decisions. Does money play a factor in decisions? Yes. But I want to see it for what it is. I don't want it to be the main factor of why I do or don't do something. I don't want it to control the brand of coffee that I like. I don't want it to control the brand of shoes that I wear. And it's not about the brand. It's about what I actually want. I don't want it to be this or that. That it's one or the other. That I provide enough value that I can have both. It's not Lindsay going on this vacation or me because we don't have enough money for us both to go on the vacation together. What do we want? We want time together, and we're going to let money control what we do. So if you're a contractor or a small town business owner, you have the control of making more money. Because if you're an employee, you don't get the control of making more money unless you're going to work for somebody that is willing to pay you more. It's so valuable being your own boss, having the freedom, having the ability that as inflation happens, we have the ability to go out, to charge more, to create more value, to bring it back. We have that control. If inflation goes up 10% and somebody's working a job where they're making $60,000 a year, the cost of everything goes up 10%, they're actually losing money. So be aware of the factor that money plays into your decisions. I hope this episode was helpful. We'll catch you on the next one.